Good Friday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. We get rid of one snow event, and we've got another one on the way for the weekend. This is the winter storm video forecast discussion for Friday, the 6th of January, 2017. And first, we'll review the snow totals from the last 24 hours. They were a little bit impressive over the interior here at southeastern Pennsylvania, interior New Jersey, about 2 or 3 inches on average. Some areas getting less than an inch as you headed further to the north, and of course around the coast as well. Or some of the reports over the last 24 hours or so, the last 24 hours, that's right. Out in Delaware, about an inch to an inch and a half in spots. As you headed into Burlington County, we had about 2.5 inches around Burlington and East Burlington. The further to the coast you went, Gloucester County there at about 2 inches. Huntington County, Hunterdon County at about an inch or an inch and a half across the region. Central and eastern Long Island picked up about 2 to 4 inches, which was pretty much on target with the forecast. Watches, warnings, and advisories this morning. We have the winter storm watch here for portions of coastal New Jersey, Ocean and Monmouth counties, down to Atlantic and Cape May counties here, and portions of Delaware. These will be in effect until around 6 p.m. on Saturday. We have gale watches on the coast until 12 a.m. Sunday. And of course, small craft advisories in the back bays here of the Chesapeake and the Delmarva area here until 12 a.m. on Sunday. Lots of changes in this forecast going forward. We'll get to it in a moment. And temperatures this morning generally running in the low to the mid-20s, mid and upper 20s in some spots. And here's the exiting of the snow through Long Island, southern Connecticut, where some of these advisories have been extended now till around 10 o'clock this morning as this exits to the east. And we can find generally lots of sunshine with just some mid-level clouds here across southern New Jersey exiting too as high pressure begins to build in and the winds freshening out of the northwest. Visible satellite this morning where it's snowing and it's still cloudy, obviously, where it's snowing and precipitating, and that's moving out over the Long Island Sound area, southern Connecticut and southern New England this morning. Some striations and some of the mid and high level cloud cover here, but lots of clearing appears evident here in the satellite imagery this morning. And our moisture plume here on the water vapor channel out to the south and east away from the area now as a somewhat drier air builds into the forecast. And we can see the snow is rapidly exiting here through the forecast region. Into the model graphics in a moment here. Let's take a look at the most likely snowfall for the period beginning 1 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday. This is from the National Weather Service in Mount Holly. Again, right along the coast in interior central and southern New Jersey, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of snow. Highest concentrations again right around the immediate coast, southern Ocean, Atlantic, and Cape May counties here. Also down to portions of the Delaware, Delmarva here, Dover, down through Georgetown could pick up some pretty heavy snow from this event. Now, there has been a considerable amount of shift in the model guidance, especially to the northwest. And if that trend continues in this morning's model runs, which we're going to take a look at in a few minutes, that would up the amounts of snow with the potential for as much as 6, 7, even 8 inches possible. This is the high end of the model guidance, and this is to be used with suspect at this time. We could have anywhere from 3 to 5 inches, so it could be moderate snowfall here down to the Delaware Valley area, 9, possibly 10 inches of snow here in this corridor here in the orange shading here. This would be, again, to be used with caution at this time. From the New York City office, most likely snowfall from the period 7 a.m. on Saturday to 1 o'clock on Sunday morning. Newark, New Jersey, around 2 inches. The city, 2 inches. Paramus, about 2. Get out to JFK, Farmingdale, Islip, and West Hampton. All seem to be running in the 3 to 5 inch range. The higher amounts on the central and southern coast of Long Island Sound. And again, the southern coastlines here of Connecticut as well. High end of the envelope here, snowfall totals around 6 in Newark, 5 Paramus, JFK 7, and of course central and eastern Long Island getting belted now with some moderate to heavy snow if this scenario plays out. Latest model guidance coming in this morning from the 4-kilometer NAM as well as the 3-kilometer NAM, but it's slow to come up as of this broadcast. So we'll start off with the exiting snow this morning, and of course the dry conditions in through tomorrow. And then by tomorrow night, that's where things get interesting as the storm system develops off the Carolina coast and moves offshore while it deepens rapidly. Snow develops across the region from southeast to northwest during the morning hours on Saturday first in southern New Jersey, and then building across the forecast region during the morning hours in through Saturday. There could be a sharp cutoff here to the northwest where there is no precipitation versus the coast where it's snowing pretty good. And of course, that snow would extend into southern New England, southern Connecticut, Long Island, North Shore, South Shore, and of course the coast of New Jersey. The volatility in this forecast is the deepening and location of the surface reflection here. The further to the north and west it is, then there'll be more snow across the coast and also over the interior. So if this trend continues further closer to the coast, then the snowfall totals will increase across all of the area, actually, not just the coast, but inland as well. 6C run of the GFS this morning is further offshore and weaker with the storm and completely misses just about all of a forecast area except the immediate coastlines of Jersey and eastern Long Island. This, again, is not a mesoscale model, and if this trend begins to shift in the new model guidance this morning as new data comes in, being fed into the models, then of course this forecast from the GFS would change the forecast for our region as well. Latest NAM 3-kilometer instantaneous precipitation rate product here. This is only going out to hour 30 here, and we can see from this that the snow, again, the storm system in particular, deepens a little bit too far to the south and east, and by mid-morning it's snowing pretty good around the coast and over interior New Jersey, but there's a sharp cutoff where there's no precipitation on the model guidance showing up in across central and northern New Jersey, including New York City and Long Island, until about mid-morning when the snow overspreads just east of the city and out on Long Island and Connecticut. And notice a sharp cutoff here where there's absolutely no precipitation. If we extrapolate this out to hour 30 as the storm is deepening off of the Virginia Capes here and off the southern mid-Atlantic here, again, heavy snow banding remains out over the ocean, perhaps southern New England and eastern Long Island getting in on some of it. Some moderate snow still falling around the coastline of Jersey and extreme Delmarva here. If we took a look at the total snowfall, if we can pull that up, this is off the 6Z NAM 4-kilometer model. See a sharp cutoff here from very little snow over the interior to 6, 7, 8 inches possible right along the immediate coast. A high volatility forecast. 7-day temperature forecast for today, upper 20s to low and mid 30s. That's just about where we're going to roll with this for today. Obviously, with any snowpack on the ground, it's going to make it feel that much chillier. Temperatures on Saturday with that storm coming and going. We've got snow and cold on the ground with temperatures in the low to the mid 20s to around 30 at the coast. Sunday, the cold air is still locked in, low to mid 20s across the forecast region. Monday, we begin to moderate from south to north a little bit, low to mid 30s south, upper 20s to around 30 to the north. On Tuesday, we warm it up further into the mid and upper 30s to low and mid 40s. Wednesday's mild around here, back into the upper 40s to around 50. And by Thursday, again, temperatures falling back just slightly, but still near to slightly above normal with temperatures again in the low to the mid 40s. On the aviation weather deck today, we're already finding everything clearing out. Just a little bit of IFR conditions or MVFR conditions out on central and eastern Long Island with the departing snow there. Everybody in New Jersey, the New York metropolitan area, Philadelphia metropolitan area, all in VFR right now, and looks like we're going to remain that way throughout the remainder of today. There could be some high clouds overhead, some scattered stratocumulus clouds. VFR conditions anticipated for tonight. Increase in mid-level clouds, some snow or lowering ceilings and visibility values at Millville and Atlantic City toward daybreak on Saturday. Northwest wind should settle 5 to 10 knot range for today. Same true for tonight. Winds expected to veer towards the north after midnight tonight. Now Saturday and Sunday VFR starts early, and then MVFR at Millville and Atlantic City and possibly to IFR. The lower ceilings may extend back into Wilmington, Philadelphia, and Trenton for a time. Area snow expected Saturday as it backs in from off the ocean. However, the western extent of this is, again, uncertain. The greatest chance for accumulating snow is at Atlantic City and Millville. North to northwest winds at 10 to 15 knots. VFR Saturday and Sunday with a gusty northwesterly wind on Sunday behind this storm. Monday, VFR northwest winds subside to about 10 knots, becoming southwest, and then we warm it up with VFR ceilings developing as a warm front arrives to our southwest on Tuesday. Conditions may lower at night as some light precipitation could develop. Right now at Newark, we're at 28, dew point 18, humidity 63%. The wind is northwest at 8. A few clouds at 9,000, VFR conditions in place. Light snow arrives late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Now for where are we now? Philadelphia this morning, 28, dew point 18, humidity 63%, wind northwest at 10, few clouds at 8,000, and VFR conditions in place. Light snow develops very late tonight, early tomorrow morning. So again, a little bit of a rest period and a little bit of a cleanup time for today. There's not many schools that are closed. In fact, we didn't see any that are closed, or businesses. Just a delay here and there as the snow came down and then exited very quickly before 3 or 4 this morning. It really shut off across New Jersey. And then tomorrow, another one of these pain in the neck forecast as we have more headaches. Who gets what and how much? Obviously, the details are still uncertain, but we have a pretty good idea. Just around the coast and out on central and eastern Long Island will probably be the areas that receive the most snow. We'll be updating this throughout the day. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Have a very good Friday.